Hey, it's Duranu here. Welcome back to Disco Elysium. Um, Hoping to fit a little bit of game time in today. Uh, Hopefully we'll return to longer sessions by tomorrow. But I had a little bit of time. Thought I'd start some up and hopefully make a little bit of progress before I get started on dinner. Last I recall, I think I was going to check with, was her name Joyce? Okay, the woman on the boat. I'm gonna check with her, see if I can't get more info on what's going on. We know that the Hardies strung up the guy. We know he was killed beforehand with a bullet shot through the mouth, if I understand correctly. Gun probably placed into his mouth. Although the Hardies are trying to take full credit for the kill, and that they are protecting somebody. And also trying to avoid a bloodbath, which I have a feeling is going to happen anyway. Anyway, let's get back to this and see if we can't find any more information before the day ends and Wednesday hits. There's still a crap load of tasks that I haven't completely gone through yet. I'm chiseling away at it, but I seem to be gaining more tasks than I am clearing through them. Let's see here.
You're back?
Yep, Joyce.
Good. What can I help you with?
All right. Nothing really highlighted.
She's not even asking you anything. It's so easy to just say.
Of course, Detective.
Okay,
You can
so
always-
nothing new from Joyce, which I'm worried I might have hit a wall here. Trying to think of who else I can talk to. I know the smoking man is not going to be available until tomorrow night. Trying to think of who else I can speak to that might garner me some more information. I think I spoke to the Hardies last. I think I got everything I could out of them. But you know what? I didn't speak to the the lawyer keeps piping up. But I haven't exactly questioned her any further. I wonder if she'll be able to provide any further info. Oh, and also Wednesday, I need to remember that I should be able to fix that lock to get me across and to the other side, hopefully a new area. What was that? Well, potato cellar and spring emanates from the air vent. There was something here, but I can't seem to access it. Not yet, anyway. Has the
dented yellow
collection
mailbox greets you with its graffito, bullet
No.
holes, and an RCM sticker.
Okay. Mail collection box doesn't have anything new for me. Let's check with the lawyer real quick, because I haven't spoken directly to her since, I think, a couple videos ago.
I've got nothing to say to you.
And apparently
Why are
she
you
has nothing to
wasting
say.
your time?
Okay. Well, nothing from there. I still have to figure out how to get past this door.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple.
Okay, yep. Wait, hold on a second.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod. He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door. He looks up at you. Shrugging
Okay,
is an
same
international
thing.
sign for, no. He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and
Okay, nothing from him any further.
You
Something
see
about a dimple?
heavy steel door with a prominent
Dimple lock. Okay.
It's painted blue. The door does not budge. The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side. It leads to a side building adjacent to this one. The old building next to this, half ruined. Whatever is behind it must be older.
Okay, so there's the ruin. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna check. There's the lady on the roof that I haven't been able to get to either. And, I mean, because I'm breaking this up, I know I'm not able to give it as much thought as I'd like to, because I've been trying to keep all the gameplay in through my Twitch streams.
Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. You should punch a fucking hole in it. You slam your fist into the vinyl. It does not produce a hole. The door sits sturdily in the frame, and your fist hurts. This was all a very good, normal thing to do.
Stop that.
Ah, okay. Ah, shoot. Like I was saying, normally games like this, if I wasn't streaming, I'd just spend hours just roaming around, and I know I feel a little pressured because I do have it on Twitch, and I'm streaming the gameplay. I'm not trying to blame it on anything. It's just I know I haven't devoted as much time as I normally would to a game like this, and it's being broken up. So you'll have to excuse me. I know I'm going through things probably a lot slower than what normally would if they were not streaming and able to consider a lot of their actions a little bit more carefully. All right, so it leads into this building, but I'm not seeing a way through. Not through here. Was there a door in here? I know the store seems to be running 24/7. There's a lady behind the counter, but I didn't see any other way to access it. And not through here. I don't think she has any further information. I think she's just pretty much like a vendor.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
Oh, I don't recall seeing this about the novelty check.
Wow. I didn't know you worked for the union, sir.
Oh, I've got money. Okay, so she took the novelty check. I gained 25 real. Awesome.
Anything else I can do for you?
That was easy. Worryingly so. Blow the whole thing on speed and gin.
Oh, shut up, Rain.
now. Speed and gin. Great.
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so not really. No, I didn't know him at all. I don't know really long. I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay. Uh-huh.
Okay, well, a little bit more info from her, which I probably should have done earlier. Oh, but nice to know that I was able to get... I got enough money for 2 nights, if I remember correctly. I think it was $20 a night at that place. So at least I have that. A little less to worry about, as long as I don't get all spend happy. Okay, now... I really need to see if I can figure out some of this other stuff. I'm kind of fixated on the door. I don't even know if that's something I can access quite yet, even. If it's something that I can't, I have to wait a day. There's that... What is she doing? No, she's still smoking. There's this here. Okay, so we have this area here. And I don't see another way. Yeah, see, it doesn't give me... There's no path. Oh, wait. What's this? Because usually when you click something and there's a given path, he'll run to it. Now... Okay. He just stopped there. Which leads me to believe there should be a way in from... But then that's just the blue door. Maybe she's the one to access through the blue door? I'm not seeing another entry or exit way. Not through here anyway. And the game's been pretty good about highlighting things I can interact with. What's this? I didn't see the window before.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers. There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside.
Yeah, very low, but I'm gonna try it anyway. My perception's 6. Oh, it's not time yet. Okay. Well, let's get out of there. So much of this video is probably just gonna be me wandering around trying to figure out literally what to do next. And I know there's probably people that'll see this and be screaming their heads off that I should have done this or that. Again, try not to do it with outside help if I can help it. It sounded weird. Because I do kind of want to try to figure things out for myself, make my own way through the game. Okay, nothing else highlights here aside from up here. There's gotta be a way through that door. Question is how? That's always the question. Now I'm atop the building where it appears that I should be able to, I don't know, get through somehow. Can't make it through those doors. It looks like it leads down here. Or I'm on the roof of the ruined building. Can I access anything further? No. Alright. There was that one dude's room. Let's go back up here real quick. I don't even know where this Renee guy is that I still have the photo of. Because I can't recall names. I probably should have been paying much more attention, which I have not. I have a horrible time when it comes to remembering names. Come on, get in there. So I don't even know where that guard is. I don't recall seeing that guard anywhere that I got the photo of. Let's see if... Was he one of the Hardies? I know there's gonna be a lot of back and forth in here. See a container you can't open, equip a pry bar. I don't think I was able to equip to run that pry bar. But you know, now that I've... Oh, that sleeping dude's gone. I don't know who you are. You just say some nonsense. Yeah, it's all about money. You know what? I wonder if that container is still there and if I can access it. I thought I tried before it had an electronic lock. So that might be something to try. See a container. You know what? Do I have that even equipped right now? No, I have the other. Okay. Got the pry bar equipped. Let's go back to anything over here. No. Let's go back to where that one container was. And I could have sworn I tried it on the door. This doesn't work, and then go back to the door and just take another look at it, but I'm pretty sure I tried that. It said it was flush, so I don't think it might be possible. Most checks have difficulty modifiers. Okay, we know that. Oh, more bottles. Take those. Anything else?
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads Rene Arnaud.
Night watchman. He might not appear until the night. Okay, so that was one mistake. I should have attempted to go there at night. I didn't think to do that. So I know when it hits night, I will be back there yet again to confront him about that photo. I don't know what good it'll do me.
You're back before the cargo container.
Open
Its
the door.
draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly. You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
Okay. Rhetoric, very low. Persuade the door. Oh, wait, no, that's persuade the door. Okay, so that's not going to be possible, I don't think, then. Are there any other containers? There's him. Does he have any new
Oh, hey,
information?
mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. It's sure, mister. Absolutely. I'm always willing to help out nice fellows such as yourself. Oh, yes. Born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then. Too old to lose my accent then.
Hey, Zexa, how you doing? Didn't see you there. Glad you can
People
join
say
me.
us Ubies are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No, sir. Those are just nasty rumors.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
Pretty sure he works here, but I'm going to just start using up
Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard.
all
by the
these
way,
lines.
Leonard Bellick, but everyone calls me Leo. I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those douce sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes I am, yes I am. Oh, Lizzie, she is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly. But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood, knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure. If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids. Dr. Lemaitre said so, and she knows about
Jesus.
such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years she has.
Law school? Could she be talking about the union fixer, aka the gardener?
Looks like it.
I'm not sure what a fixer is, but she is a real nice girl. Smart as a whip too.
Okay, well that's a little extra that I didn't notice before. Yeah, I should start really completing all these lines of questioning. I know there's some that I skip over. I just don't feel like they might have any effect. But apparently some still have some useful info. Alright. So off I go to check. Is this still broken?
A rusting control panel with several knobs. The words Marsh and
Okay,
Alex. Very, very slightly, even more faded with use.
You know what? Screw it. Hitting a button.
Crane does not return to its original position. It does not move at all.
Okie dokie. Exomorphous. I was just saying that, yeah, it's gonna be one of these, moments where I'm just roaming around just to make sure I haven't missed anything, because I know I do tend to skip over a lot. Also, not to mention the fact that my memory is shite. I don't think there's anything further in here. Alright. I got the pry bar. Let's go back to that door again. Take another quick peek. A lot of back and forth. I might just end up having to wait until nighttime if I don't find anything further of interest. I think I've gotten everything I can out of this guy.
How can I help you?
I'm just gonna ask this.
We're negotiating our share. Aye. This stuff, they already covered. Never grateful. Were we ever grateful, we'd have nothing. You fight for every piece. All of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process. I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman. I guess you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relevant parties, watches out for his own.
By that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish. He is reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That would be a manipulative illusion. Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway. And moralism is the most corrupt of them all. Sure thing.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try it anyway.
Yeah, the janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole. Like I said before, I don't know much about this weasel, but the bossman said he's a real piece of work. Thanks for helping out, friend.
Okay. Not much more information from that. I could press the mercenary a little harder, but I kind of don't wanna. Let's see. We'll try that door one more time. And some other spots, because I don't know if it's something that where things might open up depending on what I happen to be holding in my hand. I know sometimes it'll open up options when I'm speaking to people.
You see a heavy steel door.
But I don't know. Yeah, okay, see, I don't get an option there. Let's try something else. Yeah, that's the whole note about if you see a container you can't open, use the pry bar. Oh, can I pick up that bottle? I got enough bottles around here. Oh, yes, I can. Just can't pick up that bottle. Okay, apparently it doesn't highlight bottles I can pick up, which is kind of a shame. So that means I'm going to have to basically going over and over every square inch of the screen just to verify if there's a bottle I can pick up or not. Okay, I can't do anything further with that. It's the mirror.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Yeah.
In it, your face.
Nope. Okay, can't do anything further with that. Oh, pick up that bottle. Might as well do some cleanup. Any other bottles? Don't know why I can't pick that one up. Oh, yep. Oh, plenty of bottles. Good God, how much drinking did I do? Yeah, now I'm just going over everything. There's another bottle. Plenty of bottles. That might be it, though. Anything over here? No? Check the balcony one more time. Hey, Caboose, how you doing? Came to watch and see how confused I am with the game. Okay, nothing I can see up there. I might not be making much progress right now, but at least I'm picking some stuff up. Managed to make some money. And I can't exactly pry this door open, can I? That'd be awesome. Nope. I might have to wait for... See, I have a feeling now I'm going to have to do some of this stuff at night. Which I should have done the first night. While Kim is not around. Alright, let's go back outside. I'm going to waltz around outside a little bit. Then I'm going to go check that apartment building now that I have the crowbar in my hand. I didn't think to have it in my hand. I don't know if it would change anything. See, there's something going on with this grate, but ever since I smelt it, I can no longer do anything with it. Or was it the one down there? One of these grates had something going on with it. Where are you going, Kim? Fancy a dip? And he comes running. Oh, what's that? Oh, stop. Just... Come on. There you go.
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname.
Ah.
The faded marks are too degraded to draw any forensic conclusions. Just chips in the sandstone. They look pretty ancient.
Kim, look, bullet holes.
Where? There? Those are old. These bullets were fired during the revolution, over half a century ago. They do not warrant investigation. Not much.
Oh,
I don't
got experience
have a
for it.
fresh perspective on it. Shall we go?
Okay, well, at least that was some experience, so that's a thing. Yeah, this is gonna be one where I'm just gonna have to comb the entire area, like what Zach says. That not doing too bad. I've kind of hit another wall, so I'm just going over literally anything that I can find in here, just to make sure I didn't miss anything. I'm sure I missed a crap load. Where are you guys again? I know they were playing this bull game.
I have really outdone
Gaston.
myself. This
Yes, that's what you need.
Wait,
Gaston.
that's Renee.
More padding
Ah,
on that fat ass of yours.
Damn.
I hope your heart gives out.
René, it's
Oh,
the
jeez.
little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day?
Can I have a bite of that? No.
Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week, but that's all I know, really. No, officers, I'm sorry, and I really would like to assist. You are both good guys. I can see that.
Oh, Gaston's my boy.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the ghost caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
Odd. He doesn't seem to be lying, but there's something off here.
I'm not even anyone.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone impotent in the Union. I just know Evrard. Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history.
Oh, these two are great.
Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on. You don't.
The old
Oops.
soldier
I gotta
mumbles
quit
something
clicking.
under his breath and
Huh.
turns to face the sea. There he stands, proud, rigid and alone, like a cracking marble statue.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Lest we leave riddled with bullet holes. This animosity is ancient.
Okay.
No, thank you.
Let's talk about... Now that I know who Renee is, god dang it.
We're still waiting for a replacement for the bull you sent sinking.
I don't know, I'm working on it. I don't know where it's at.
Yes, the Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the nights. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight.
Ah, poor guy.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday.
Oh.
It's a private matter. Nothing to do with your investigation.
You see, officer, René is the kind of man would rather die than admit he needs medical assistance or, God forbid, sick it. A real man's man is just gonna ride it out.
I'm fine, goddammit. Mind your own business.
COVID?
It's nothing. Just got to cut back on coffee.
Oh, hell no.
No one. The boss has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me.
Wow.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
Yes. It's not actually an issue. I mean,
Look, officer, the container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him.
Huh.
It's mostly decorative.
the possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
Evrard
Okay.
created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiners' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
Really? At this small and everyone working together. I love it. Such dependency only weakens man. Renee is but one man. We need a program. It's my site that proudly hold out the tear back. Okay. Renee should run out his services, invest the profit, get a few more guys, spend, repeat. Wage work is a dead end. Okay, so I have to form an opinion, apparently. Nothing wrong with tear.
Oh, I didn't mean to imply there's something wrong with that. I do it too. Everyone does it. It's an excellent side thing.
I'm kind of trying to avoid leaning too much to one side or another.
Yes, yes, yes. Can we conclude the topic of my guard boost now?
He is not going to become an entrepreneur.
Probably not. Oh, okay, yeah, the photo thing, before I completely forget yet again.
She is nobody. This is none of your concern, and I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she
Go,
sure
Gaston.
as hell wasn't a nobody.
Okay, got it.
Yes, yes. Like I said, it would be up anyway, so might as well keep an eye out. It keeps my senses sharp.
Okay, curious, and just to complete this line, so I have nothing... So if anything new props up,
Sadly, no.
I can
It was
tell.
the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs.
Wait, what?
We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
It was probably a bit more complicated than that.
Huh.
This place is a damn beachhead, son. They had to soften the commies up first. Yes, the military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta. This here is Blood Ground, where Coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we played pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Damn right, son. They lit the fire of hell on this city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
He approves of this radical approach, knows it was necessary.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course they still all influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players at the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the...
Oh, crap.
What do you think?
Thinking men have opinions on these
Oh,
things.
boy.
Present one.
Nothing I don't think I just do.
I'm just so damn sorry it had to be the coalition. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frisel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case. Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio. This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and
Suzerain is the king. Has
see if I
everyone
can't
forgotten
find-
already?
Ah,
They forgotten already. It's no use
Oh.
talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened.
ah.
When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
All right. Might return to him once I can find a replacement for his ball, whatever you call it, however you pronounce it. Maybe I'll have a better chance once that's returned. Autosave. Interesting. They don't know me. No one knows me. Can I talk to you? I want to know you. I don't think he says anything other than, yep. Okay, work hard, play hard. Alright, I have a feeling I might not be able to retrieve that ball until I can get past the water. Unless there wasn't one in the pawn shop, was there? Be interesting if I could just buy one. Let's see here. What else was over on this side?
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back.
Wait, what? Win her back?
Yes, buy something nice. A figurine. Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks, the kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
Franco-Nigerian knight. I used to be very serious about these guys.
A long, long time ago.
Huh.
They're not all blue. These
Oh.
figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
This is what the loyalists looked like, yes, at first. Then they wised up and got camouflage.
Which ones? Ah, royalist soldiers from the time of the revolution. The uniforms are painted a bit too brightly, I suppose.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
Yeah, I haven't figured out how to possibly dive. When does this take place? I have disco, but use flip. You know what? It's interesting. Well, it's not. This is not like I think our world type history. It's obviously a different world, different universe. They have automatic weapons, but it looks like flintlocks and such, breech load or muzzle loaders are your typical guns,
You're probably
whereas
talking about the revolutionaries,
Oops.
yes? Yes, they are soldiers, revolutionary soldiers.
I think things like breech loaders and automatic weapons are kept by military. Even the police, or like in my case, the detective, Kim, for example, his sidearm is a muzzle loader. Obviously, you can only fire once before having to load. So, as far as when this took place, I can't really give it a comparison in regards to our world. I mean, they have ceramic armor, they have automatic weapons, so one would probably equate it to relatively similar times, although this is more war torn. And it looks like a lot of the other equipment is also much older. Well, I wouldn't equate it with a present day. Maybe closer to 60s or 70s in comparison.
I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't. Yeah, it is a cool mix of things. I'm sorry, answered Caboose here in my chat. It is a cool mix of things, but in terms of trying to piece it together and trying to equate it, I don't think it's gonna really be, excuse me, really be possible. Finding an equivalent to our world. I'm just seeing it as a completely separate universe. Interesting mix, though. Yeah, definitely. I'm going by in terms of trying to place it in the time frame. I'm going by the everyday items and comparing it to that. Like, you know, the older tape style players, tape decks, some of the equipment that you see, and the motors that you see, in everyday use, as opposed to like the weaponry and things like that. So they have books, they have apparently coffee makers of some sort. The tape decks look older because I haven't seen an actual cassette, I don't think. The motor, their automobiles, strange, but they have motors. It looks like gas running motors. They have radio. So yeah, the 60s and 70s in regards might not be too far off if we're trying to find a common ground with our world. Let's see here. I lost my train of thought. Okay, it's meant to give people hope even we can do it. Okay.
Maybe.
Huh. Alright, not seeing anything else that's a lantern, nothing like a ball anywhere, nothing else I can click further. I don't think he has anything new for me to hit.
Hello again. How can I help you?
Other than wanting to share, or me wanting to share his drugs. My only other thought is I could possibly go to Everart. I'm just gonna check this area one more time real quick. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do anything here until Wednesday, where I can request that this be repaired. I think that dude is still chilling out over there. I can't climb through that.
And butter billboard
Oh.
still soaks in the canal.
Oh yeah,
marked
that's
by tire
the
tracks.
recreation of what
The
happened with the
lieutenant
vehicle.
looks on, waiting for you to wrap up your analysis.
Oh, shush you. I'm working it as best I can. I'm kind of hit, oh, what?
Any theories about what happened here?
Looks like someone was in a real hurry.
What kind of car do you think it was?
Oh, you know what? I can't even remember.
That's quite likely, from what I can tell. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
we are
more.
not traffic cops. Should we get back to the murder?
Let's see. Try to come up with a convincing explanation of driver's accounts about even Jacob no.
You thought
fuck.
of a very touching story. It's shit though. Nope, you're already telling it. Yes.
Ah, shit.
This is good. This is very good.
And crappy roll, and I had a over 50% chance. My rolls
Yes,
really
yes,
suck.
it could very well have been it. Now let's move on. We are not traffic cops.
Take the driver to justice.
If we must.
Find the traffic hooligan.
I'm not expecting him to get far with this.
It's another
The
task.
lieutenant
Again,
consoles
adding
himself.
tasks. More tasks than I'm able to apparently clear up. It's something, though. Okay. Well, and my rolling is just horrid. Alright. Let's go back to Everard. I don't think I'm going to find anything further. Maybe Everard will have more information that I can utilize. And there is also this guy. You know, let's save this real quick because I did a number of things. I don't want to have to redo anything if something happens. I might confront him more later if Everard doesn't provide me with any new information. Oops. Go this way. And Caboose, how far have you played any of it yet? You said you have it now. Just curious as to how much you've gotten into it yet. It wouldn't surprise me if you're way ahead, way past me at this point too. Because I just keep stumping myself. Let's run back to Everard. I saw you try and punch me. Yeah, that's the one part that I've admittedly feel like I cheesed a bit. With redoing the rolls until I finally knocked him out. And in fact, I had been failing the rolls over and over again. And it just so happened after I ended the stream, just for shits and giggles, I went ahead and tried it again. And then I succeeded in knocking him out. Unfortunately off stream. But I also didn't really want to go the other route in terms of passing him. So, what the hell was that all about? Walking around the boxes. I didn't want to go the other route, so I went ahead and took it. So, I admit to cheesing that by repeating it through a save. Not my proudest moment,
Mr.
but it got me
Dubois,
past.
Every worker?
Member of the board.
That's right, Mr. Dubois.
Okay.
I see the socialist democratic fervor now burns in your heart, too. How can I help you today?
Let's see. I finished investigating a local drug trade.
Ah, yes. Your side investigation. Thank you. You've got some spirit clearing up phony drug accusations alongside this murder. I'll talk to the mayor and see if I can get you the key to the city, Harry.
Didn't
Now
we go
let's
through this
talk
before?
real business.
Actually, Rivershell doesn't have a mayor.
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry.
Okay, I did open the
One
door.
question.
Oh,
you didn't
leveled up.
actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment, did you?
He's trying to figure out if you're lying.
I'm gonna say no.
You're right, Harry. You only had to unlock the door, which you did. So we're all good here.
He was testing you, and you succeeded.
Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good. By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines, sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps. Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire?
Why does this seem like it's repeating?
He performs a motion as if spraying bullets from a machine gun.
I'm talking beasts, hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Sadamoritsa, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry.
Okay, I did get a level up, so let me see if I can up anything before I continue with this line. Perception, hand-eye coordination, interfacing. Master machines, pick locks and pockets. Already 3. Savoir-faire is crap. Hunches and gut feelings. Connection to the station, logic. Art of persuasion. Then there's composure. There's a lot of talk. I'm thinking going with composure. My perception's pretty good, as well as my visual calculus. Logic's pretty high. I'm gonna go with composure. And then, you know what occurred to me? I don't know if I have anything here unlocked. Nope, I can't unlock anything further yet. Alright, let's get out of that.
Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
No, that does. I don't think it goes. No, he's pretty crafty. This guy is. I mean, he's obviously slimy.
Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container. Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it. But enough about me and my fun container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them, all hardened commando types. One of them got downright suicidal, getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out and trees.
Kidnap him with a container. I'd have to.
Negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers. We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill. There's a militant wing inside the Union.
Why does it seem like I've been through this before? Did my save?
Involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood, making sure everything runs smoothly.
I've sworn I went through this
sounds a
already.
bit like organized crime.
They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
Again, that sounds like organized crime.
So these idealists killed our victim?
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, Socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land. He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
He places a lot of faith in that lawyer girl. Perhaps this is a tactical error? Anyway.
So they shot him?
He was shot in the head before he was hanged.
How odd. I don't know what to say, Lieutenant. They told me they hanged him. A hanged man is what I saw when I took a look into that yard.
It's impossible to say if he's telling the truth, sire.
What I do know is, the case is in safe hands. If anyone can get to the bottom of this shot and hanged man, it's my 2 little policemen. Godspeed, policeman. How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. It's what they do. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry. These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little rebranding. And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes. Of course, you're always one step ahead of me, Harry. I'm no genius. I'm in this position because people like me. Tribunal? That sounds serious, Harry. We union men should be shitting ourselves. I wish you hadn't told me that. I'm gonna lose sleep over this.
Oh, Jesus.
Let's change the subject.
He's clearly happy about the tribunal.
Oh, Harry, what do I really think about the tribunal? You're trying to climb to second base with old Everard before you've even courted him properly.
He wants you to do more things for him before.
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal. Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them. Exemplary union members. Always working to advance their position in the local socialist democratic movement. Core members. Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Gotta love his initiative.
Interesting. Who's second in command?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Martinez and Revachol in mind. Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets. But of course, it's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do it right after we've concluded this talk.
You can now go and tell Titus about this. See what he has to say.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real.
Wait, why are you giving this to me?
I'm not giving you anything. I'm just holding out 5 real.
The lieutenant watches you pocket the banknote.
Good boy. A real team player. Now, do you have any more questions?
Okay, I'm not going to mention the bugs.
Talk? I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And, of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you.
Oh, God.
Yet. Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to, but I just can't.
A man of the left. So you have to be a social democrat. He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
Hatred of Revachol, not much. Trust me. I'm gonna go with 4.
What does your heart tell you about your lost gun, Harry? Does it tell you to forget about it? Or do you think it wants to be found? I think it's lonely and cold. I think it wants to be found, and I have a proposal for you.
And what will
Okay.
this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
What are the signatures for?
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martinez. It will be righteous. We're gonna get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates. There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry. On the coast, Harry, across the canal. There's a cul-de-sac there.
Okay,
A
so I
little
can't get
village,
there
they're
yet.
calling it. A gloomy place. You'll find it. I trust your detective skills, Harry.
Water drips from the eaves. A woman looks at her freshly tarred skiff. There's a pair of cavalry boots under the fish in the box. And the wind howls like a vicious spirit.
It depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
But, he thinks, it's your call.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking, well, I'm gonna hand you the keys to Martinez, and maybe even help you figure out who's behind this killing. They are just gonna have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth centre, designed by the best architects from Stella Marie.
Alright.
You bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with you. Here. You need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I hear there is some trouble with the waterlock, but they should fix it by Wednesday morning. Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then we can talk about your gun. I
Okay.
don't know what that means, Harry, but I love it. I love your initiative. Knowing you're out there keeping things running lets me focus on the big picture stuff. Don't even tell me what was going on. Alcoholic brew, stronger, stopped it, strike. I'm just gonna let you surprise me, Harry. Most certainly, Harry.
Okay, nope.
Nothing by all means, Harry. What's on your mind? See you soon, Debardeur. Just kidding, but not too much.
He's definitely an interesting character.
What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate political opinions somewhere in Martinez.
This is because I keep saying none of the above to political stuff, isn't it?
It's also about that, but it's also more. Perhaps it's the hangover. Perhaps it's a temporary surge of serotonin, but something tells you it's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience.
Okay. First, where's this Kingdom of
It
Conscience?
is not a place. It is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times.
How do you bring about those?
Incrementally. Yawn. You'd get there faster with a little speed.
Oh, shut up, drug brain.
History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place. Too quickly. That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real, lasting change
Okay.
can only come about gradually, increment by increment. The kingdom is difficult to comprehend and even more difficult to describe, partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today. The Kingdom of Conscience is post-capitalist, post-national.
Oh, I had to christen this with a burp sooner or later.
It's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual.
Sounds incredible. LZ. Why not?
Slow down, Mr. Reasonable. Did you miss the part about compromising and taking things slow?
All right.
That's right. Remember, real democracy is just around the corner for Revachol. When that real democracy kicks in, a long time from now, we are all going to be so much happier.
Alright, so that's interesting. Can't quite unlock anything yet to internalize, so let's move on from here. I could have sworn I went through some of that dialogue before. I could be wrong. It just seemed like deja vu. And I didn't select a save game. I just went to continue from where I last left off. So that's a little weird. Because it feels like I've gone through that. I'm gonna have to go through some of the videos again. Because I other than checking for anomalies, you know, like bad audio, things like that, I don't really rewatch my videos. Which I probably should in order to help keep track of what I've been doing. That's probably a mistake there on my part as well. But it just felt like deja vu. I don't think let's see. I know I went through the hotel already. All that stuff has been gone through. It's just really weird. Okay. Well, in that case, the next step would be to go back to the Hardy boys and question them further, since I've asked Everard's assistance in getting them to work with me. However, I have been running for about an hour. I do need to get started on dinner. So that will be... Yes. Not that. So that will be for another day. I'll probably continue that tomorrow. I'm just going to position myself back over to the Hardies. So that way, I'll hopefully remember a little better what I was doing. But I've got some information. Managed to pull some more information out of people, which is good. Better than what I started out with. And then hopefully tomorrow, let's see, it's 3:10 to the game day. Yeah, hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to make some more progress and maybe even roll over to Wednesday and get across that little channel there. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I appreciate you coming by. Hope you had some fun or enjoyed watching. I'll be throwing this up on YouTube. Make sure you check out my channel there and subscribe. And I will catch you again hopefully tomorrow. Have a good night. Enjoy your dinner if you haven't had it yet. And see you soon. Bye-bye.